Hello, everyone. Welcome to Caregiving Gen X Style. I'm Steve Mullen.
And I'm Jennifer Mullen.
As Gen Xers, we remember that every so often, our favorite TV shows would have what they called a very special episode. Tonight, on a very special Different Strokes.
Or like ABC After School Special.
An ABC After School Special, or tonight, on a very special Blossom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we've heard that. I definitely feel like we've heard that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was actually a thing. There was Saved by the Bell had a special one where Jessie got hooked on caffeine pills.
Oof.
Yeah, and she couldn't stop singing "I'm so excited" until she just cried.
That was a very special
It was
episode.
and then later on she played a stripper in a movie, and that ended her career. Anyway, so those episodes usually covered something like drug use or a kidnapping. I think on Different Strokes, one of the kids got kidnapped or something. I don't know, but they were always done for ratings purposes.
Yep.
This is a very special episode of Caregiving Gen X Style.
Probably the most special episode.
We're not talking about drugs. We're not talking about kidnapping. Ratings. I mean, if more people want to listen, that's great. But it is really because we have a very, very special guest. We will tell you who that is in a moment. But first,
we're going to switch things up a little bit. We're definitely switching things up a little bit for this episode. And what we're going to do first is talk about a listener email that we got, because we love it when we get listener emails, voicemails. Yep. So, Steve, I'm going to turn this over to you. And
for reasons that will become apparent in a moment.
Yes, for those of you who have been listening and heard us discuss some of this related to me caregiving for Gagi and giving her foot baths, this email is for you, Steve.
Yes, it's from Samantha. And the subject line was, she was listening to the last episode.
Yeah.
And we did talk about foot care for a little while. And the subject line was, foot care. And then she said that subject line was just for me. So this is the email. I listened to the most recent episode, and I have a couple of foot care suggestions that have helped my mom. And by the way, I'm going to try to make it all the way through this thing without vomiting in my mouth.
Okay.
First, when clipping her toes... I was always afraid of slipping up, so I bought an electric pedicure set online last year.
Ooh.
So now I can sand down the nails.
Oh.
It's gentle and smooth. The vibration tickles a little, but Mom finally looks forward to nail care. Samantha says, I do wear a mask, so I didn't inhale any weird toenail dust. Oh, my God.
I do actually, for the first time, so when I go to get like a pedicure or manicure, I don't do the gel stuff.
Okay.
So it's just normal. So when
Thank you for letting my stomach calm down.
I'm giving you a second before you move on.
I need a moment.
But last time, so she was removing the nail polish and then actually used a little sanding tip, which normally they don't do that, right? Because I haven't had a bunch of gunky like gel polish on my nails.
Yeah.
So she did use that little sanding tool. I actually didn't think about that, Samantha, until just now. That would actually be a great idea for Gagi. Okay. Good
she says, second, a few times a week, I apply a 10% urea lotion recommended by the dermatologist. Her feet had been getting really rough and also a little weird between the toes. Oh, God. Because she doesn't walk much. And the lotion has helped a lot.
That's also a good tip. We use vitamin A and D ointment for mom's feet, which works, but it can be a little bit greasy. So I don't know. I'm not sure I've ever heard of urea lotion before.
Well,
but
we'll look into that and you can put it on your mom's feet.
Yep.
She says, thanks to you and Jennifer, that would be me, for continuing to do this great work. So Samantha, thank you for that.
Thank you mostly because I loved watching Steve read that.
Oh, God.
Look on his face was priceless.
And the whole weird stuff in between the toes is really going to stick with me for a little while, I think.
Yep.
I'll be seeing that in my dreams tonight. Nightmares.
You ready for dinner?
No. So anyway.
Okay, so we did say we were going to mix things up a little bit. So that was mix up number one. Now we're going to do mix up number two, which is that, Steve, I'm going to ask you first. How's your mom?
Well, so this is going to lead into our very special episode, but we are in the middle of a pretty severe winter storm as of the moment we are recording this. So that'll, anybody who listens, it's going to be another week and a day or so before this actually comes out. But that'll tell you when we recorded this, because the storm is impacting like a third or 2/3 of the country right now. It's insane. I was going to say,
a lot of you listening out there are probably in the middle of exactly what we're in the middle of.
So because of that, of course, you always have to, and I did post this on Facebook. We did do a winter weather preparation, or a bad weather caregiving, I think we called it. And I was starting to go through all those preps with my mother. The great thing, though, she's in assisted living, and they really do a great job over there. They've got, I think, 13, 14, 15 people living at the assisted living, workers living at the assisted living
Which
this
is
weekend.
amazing.
So that's dining room people, that's CNAs, med techs, and a couple of admins. The executive director just took the model, and he's living in the model for a few days.
That's awesome.
Because actually he lives like an hour and a half, 2 hours away.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah,
Oh my gosh,
he
I had
lives
no
pretty far
idea.
away and just
Wow.
commutes.
Wow.
I don't think he always goes home, but so he's living out of there, and it's like his luxury suite, and everybody else has to share a room. So,
Yeah, well, okay.
you know. Anyway, so
He
they're
runs
all,
the whole place. He gets
does
a
run the
little
whole place,
extra
and
something, yeah.
Mom's got a backup power supply, which I believe we've talked about on here before. I think I talked about it on a How's Your Mom, and it will work her electric bed. It will work one light in her bedroom, and we don't know how long that will last because it's never really been tested. So far, so good. The power has not gone out for us or for her. We're crossing our fingers because we do have a burst of freezing rain coming sometime after we record this.
Yep.
And that's going to be the scary part.
Could be the worst still to come.
So anyway, that's the deal. And we're recording this during a snow and ice apocalypse.
Right. So
And-
because of the expected power outages, we were trying to take some extra precautions.
Yes, and so far, I mean, like I said, you know, Mom's about as prepared as she's going to be. They've got food there, they've got water, they've got everything they need. The big thing that's going to happen is if the power goes out, there's not going to be any heat. And I did pull out an extra blanket for her.
Yeah.
So it's handy in case she needs it.
Good.
So hopefully everything will be fine there. They are on a circuit with a skilled nursing and rehab building right behind them, and there's a patient first right next to them. So they do tend to get them back on pretty quickly. So hopefully it won't be too bad.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
Hopefully not. So Jennifer, how's your mom?
Well, here's the part where we're really going to mix things up today. So as we said, we're taking some extra precautions, being concerned about power outages. And as everyone who listens to this podcast knows, Gagi still lives independently. And once we really started paying close attention to the forecast and being concerned about, you know, the potential for the power to go out.
I pay attention to the forecast.
Well, you pay. You're an
Yes.
amateur meteorologist.
I'm
That
a
is true.
Weather enthusiast.
A weather enthusiast. Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely not an expert, but
No.
an enthusiast. You are not like I'm a true crime
I don't claim to be.
expert.
You're a true crime
weather
enthusiast.
But so anyway, yes, a lot of precautions. Our daughter Hannah is here with us, which is pretty exciting because we don't get to see her that regularly, even though she doesn't live that far away. So it's been nice to have her hunkered down here with us. But also,
The
I feel like
really
we should-
exciting part, drum roll,
drum roll, Gagi is here with us at the dining room table as we record this episode. Hi.
So wait.
Oh.
We don't have to say, I don't have to ask Jennifer, how's your mom? We
Right.
can ask Gagi,
Gagi.
how are you?
I am just fine, thank you.
Yep. Are you excited to be here?
I am so excited. My friend Ann said, I know you don't want to go, but that's the safest place for you to be.
Yeah. Well, that's a really good segue. We'll ask this question first. We really didn't give you much of a choice other than to be here.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
And my son
My brother. Yep. Your son. Yep.
picked up clothing and medicines and et cetera, and brought them over, groceries, and brought them over to Jennifer's house.
Yeah. He did a
And-
great job getting you prepped to come over here.
He
Yes,
brought a
he
lot
did.
of stuff over.
He did, but I
A
think
lot.
we're going to need it.
Yeah,
Yep.
it turns out.
Yeah.
And as it turned out, I've used some of it already.
Yes, you have. I feel like you might be bored snow day snack eating a little bit, huh?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, is that fair?
Now, I would imagine that I've put on a pound or two.
Well, probably. Oh, that reminds me, Mom. We haven't done your vital checks
No, we
for
have
today.
not.
Maybe we skip it for a day or two because snow day. I mean, whatever. Everybody throws their stuff out the window on snow days, right? There might be a few.
We
extras.
threw it out the window.
That's true. We did.
It's true, but let's set the scene here.
Okay,
So
yep, let's do
Gagi, sleeps in a recliner chair, and it's because of the arthritis, the rheumatoid arthritis. She can't lay flat on a bed very comfortably. So in the living room, we have moved a big honkin' recliner
That used to be hers.
That used to be hers, but then was given to me and went up into my man cave and is, I think, really comfortable. So that's down in the living room
but it's
now.
comfortable,
Jennifer doesn't
sure.
like it, but it's down in the living room now, and Gagi has created her nest in that chair. How's the chair?
The chair is fine. It feels a lot different than I remembered. It rocks.
Yeah.
It
It's a little more challenging for you to get out
It is.
of.
It's easier for me to just flip up my chair, my old chair,
Yeah.
and get out than this one.
Yeah. But lucky for us that we still
have
had,
it.
Yes,
Yeah.
a recliner that works well enough for you.
Right.
I mean, even if you did sleep in a bed, there's no bedroom on the first floor in our house. And
I
we
haven't
never get you
slept in a
upstairs.
bed in years and years.
A really long time. Yeah.
So,
a really long time.
yeah.
So how did you sleep last night?
I slept, as good as I usually do, up and down and up and down. It was funny. I got ready to walk down the hall to the bathroom last night, and there was a cat toy laying in the hall on the floor, and I thought, is that a toy or is it a
Cat poop.
yeah? We discovered that along the way it was fine.
Yes. He has a mouse on a stick, right? And in
Yeah.
the middle of the night, you can't really tell what it is.
No, it was just dark.
And he drags it around. He captures the mouse and then drags this thing on a stick around the house.
He
and he's
carries
usually
it upstairs.
And he's loud about letting you know that he has captured the mouse.
he's very
He's very
pleased
loud
with
about that. He makes make sure everybody knows that the mouse is taken care of. And he does drag it up to our bedroom.
Right.
And we
And
frequently.
to Mom's point, I'll get up sometimes in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and he's dragged it into the middle of our bedroom. And my eyes, can't see that well in the dark. And I have definitely had my moments where I thought it was cat poop or cat puke.
Right, exactly.
And we don't ever want you stepping. Well, no one ever wants to step in either
No.
of those things.
Well,
But you had
I've
an
already
incident.
done that.
Right. You had an incident recently.
Yeah.
With your cat.
Where I stepped in, I had socks on my feet and stepped in cat vomit,
Yeah.
and it
Had a little slip.
had a slip and had to call for help. But
Yeah, my brother had to come pick you up off
from the
floor.
other side of town,
Yes.
and he was not happy.
Yeah. So, well, we're glad that didn't happen. So, you are navigating your way around our house, which is a little bit different than your apartment. How's that going?
The rooms are rearranged or arranged differently, and I find myself hesitating to get up and go anywhere.
You're out of your natural surroundings.
I am out of my natural surroundings. So anyway, that happened, and I get accused of constantly losing it. You've lost your mind.
Okay. I'm not sure we're really saying that to you, but yes, we do. As we should. Adam and I are very focused on making sure that your memory isn't going too much.
Yes.
Right. So, right. Sometimes you lose a word, which that's very normal.
I do, and my friend Anne constantly says to me, "I do that all the time,"
Yeah.
and she does do that all the time.
I mean, I'm starting to lose words.
all the time.
Yeah, it
All
happens.
the time.
That's definitely a normal aging.
But anyway, I get accused of losing it. So
Well, okay. So in fairness, sometimes you're not known for always
not paying attention.
focusing and paying attention. Yeah. So I, always tell the story of calling you on my way to work. And if you're in the middle of watching the Today Show, or when I call you on the way home from work, if you're watching, well, it used to be Lester. I know you love Lester. He's gone. so sad he's gone from the nightly news. But you're very focused on that. And the person on the other end of the phone like thinks that you're paying attention because you will ask a question, but you're not actually really listening to the answer.
This is true.
So then you'll ask the question again later. So all I'll say is because you've done that for years, now sometimes we're not sure, is it that or is it that your memory is going and we need to be a little more concerned?
That's true.
Okay. Thank you for acknowledging that.
So
It's all very fair.
it is all very fair.
So Jennifer mentioned that none of us really gave you much of a choice about coming over here to stay during this storm. Did it bother you?
No, once I got here, it was fine because Jennifer and Steve had made sure that my little nest had been, it was fine.
Yeah, you were all
the
set
nest
up.
got transported over here,
Yeah,
basically.
Adam, my brother, brought all the supplies that you could ever need.
I could not want anything.
And I'm remembering this. I'm fairly certain that when you got all snuggled in yesterday that you said, I might never go home.
I did say that.
Huh.
I mean, no offense, but we'd be okay if you went home. No offense.
I know.
None at all.
I know that.
Yeah, everybody needs their own space. But we've been making the best of it, right? We've been...
Well, I was surprised, certainly, that things were going as smoothly as they were.
Okay.
Because I figured Steve and Jen would give me a hard time.
oh my
why
god!
would
You know,
we do
Gagi is never with a lack of opinion
No,
or
there's
things
opinions.
or
Lots of
things to
opinions.
say. Yes, no, it's been delightful, and we've not had to watch Hallmark Channel 24/7.
Nope. I did turn it on when I went up to bed last night, and it turned
And
itself
I woke
off
up
at
to
some
a
point.
blank screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the TV
it-
turns itself off. Technology,
Yeah,
right? The
I think
TV
if
turns
it's on
itself
for hours and hours and hours, basically
It-
the TV does not want you watching it for hours and hours
Right,
and hours.
that's exactly right. The TV's like enough Hallmark
Enough
channel.
Hallmark channel.
But no, but seriously, like we've watched a couple of good movies. Gagi's snored loudly through portions
I
of
do
them.
snore.
Oh, we
We
know.
know.
Oh, there's already a video floating around that has been shared.
That's okay.
in the family.
Yes, just-
Only in the family.
Just with
That's
the
okay.
Just with the family, but yeah.
Anyway, things have been going smoothly, and that's good. Jennifer and Steve have provided me with everything that I needed, down to tissues, a box of tissues.
And popsicles.
And popsicles.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so the one thing obviously we cannot have here is your cat because we have two cats. And for those who have been listening to us for a long time, I feel certain we've talked about the fact that Smidge and Kip fight regularly. And I think I mentioned we've got our daughter here and her cat is also here. So that.
Who hides in the bedroom, by the way.
But if you're keeping count, that's three cats,
Three cats
here.
in the arena.
We could not add cat number 4.
No, no,
And
no.
by the way, poor Lucy Rose would probably be traumatized
Oh,
for
goodness.
life if she was over here. So my brother has her. And this is good. I know you miss her, right?
I do miss her.
Yeah.
But I know that she's comfortable where she is, and she gets up in the tower and looks out the back window and is fine. She's fine.
Yeah. Adam and his husband are very good at spoiling their animals. They have
Yes.
they already have two cats, two beautiful cats who they
Adopted.
spoil endlessly. So Lucy Rose is benefiting for sure.
I had to warn Andy not to fill her food bowl because he would give her too much food.
Is she the type of cat that will eat all the food that's given to her?
Well, and she'd scrape it out.
Yeah.
But she's being well taken care of.
I know that I'm going to get her back in my apartment.
Yep.
And she's perfectly happy there.
Yep. So, Mom, if you had one piece of advice to give to other caregivers, so people like me and Steve and Adam who are taking care of an elderly loved one, what would that piece of advice be?
Don't constantly tell me that I'm losing it,
Okay.
because that bothers me.
Okay.
And
I don't think we mean to like tell you that you're losing it. We do just try to make sure that we're all understanding whether or not you're forgetting things just because you're.
This is true. This is true.
Let her answer the question.
Okay, you're
Don't
right.
get
Sorry.
defensive.
Sorry. Yep. Go
This
ahead,
is
Mom.
a defense-free zone.
I wasn't being defensive.
I
Go
think
ahead,
you are.
Mom. Go ahead, Mom.
Well, because they, no matter what I say or do, they'll say, you don't remember. Your memory is faulty or whatever.
That's fair. That's true. I certainly have said that. I know Adam has said that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, I'm getting better about slowing down and thinking before I say things.
Right.
You've never really been good at that.
Yeah.
I've known you for more than 30 years, and I'm going to go ahead and say you've never been really good at that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, if we're being honest here.
Let's be honest.
Thank you.
It's all on the table,
All right.
along with this big giant puzzle in front of me.
I know, I think some of what I'm hearing, I know that Adam and I can drive you totally nuts sometimes.
But I drive you totally nuts as well.
100%. Love you very much, but yes. But I mean, I think we're pretty fortunate that we're in this situation that we're in, which is, Adam and I are trying to make sure that you can live independently for as long as possible. That means that, we got to be in a lot of your business a lot of the time.
All up in your business.
It's true.
Well, one takes care of the wash, one takes care of the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
And that's good because I can relax and just let it go.
Division of duties is a good thing.
Yes.
Duties is a good thing. We've talked about this a lot on this show about how Steve's mom is in a facility in a community. We're not supposed to call it a facility. Community where, a lot of things are taken care of. So there's, a little less stress there. There's other stresses there, which is, if you're not in a good community, which she was in one that wasn't great before, that's
Correct.
stressful. So there's that. But I mean, I think our situation is pretty good, even though it, it could be, frankly, tiring sometimes.
Well, I also, the doctor noticed that they talk, whoever is with me, whether it's Adam or Jennifer, will talk over me. And she'll say to them, now let's let mommy talk. And
I feel like I'm heading up a family therapy session.
No, it's
I
fine.
really do. Jennifer,
No.
what is your truth, Jennifer?
So my truth, Steve, and I think we talked about this on a previous episode, which is Mom is not entirely wrong that there are times where, so I was at a visit, an in-home visit recently with the nurse practitioner. And actually, I was trying very hard not to hover. I was in the kitchen. Your apartment's small enough that I could be in the kitchen and still hear what was going on. And I was trying very hard not to be there so that I was not hovering. And the nurse asked you a few questions, which, love you so much, Mom, but you answered entirely incorrectly.
wrong.
And then I had to just step in, and I tried to be gentle about it and say, well, actually, that's, let's.
And most of the time that's true.
Right.
But there are
And
also times when they jump in
Yeah.
and they don't need to be jumped in.
Yeah, it's true. Listen, here's what I'll say. And I think this is really where I don't want to totally speak for my brother, but where I think it can come from sometimes when we're sitting in the doctor's office with you is, all right, because by the way, we're in the doctor's office with you a lot. There's a lot of doctor's
Every couple
appointments.
weeks.
Every couple of weeks? What world are you living in, Mom? Like a couple times a week is more like it. But, we're just trying to keep things moving, right? Snip, snap. Let's just keep this appointment moving and let's get through. Because a lot of them are appointments that are they're general checkups. And thankfully, because we're doing such regular, care and appointments for you, there's not often a lot of new things to report.
Correct.
So let's just move these things along. We'll try not to do so much of that. I do try, when I think about it, to look at your provider Or look at you when your provider asks you a question and say, Mom, do you mind if I answer this? And you always say yes.
Let's de-escalate just a little bit. I'll continue being the therapist here. Let's change the subject. So how was Jennifer as a child? I don't think I've ever asked you this question in 30-some years that I've known you.
She was very bossy. She would tell me what she was going to do. But that was fine most of the time. And I worked 2 and 3 jobs, and she always would come, to the place where I happened to be working. And the hidden in the house that I was cleaning, the grocery store that I was cashier at.
Yeah, it's how I learned to do a lot of the things that I do today.
And
it's how I
she
learned
did,
how to clean
yes.
the house expertly, because I learned from the best.
And we get after her because she comes in. I have a name for her.
Go ahead and say it.
We call her the White Tornado.
That has come up on this podcast before.
Has it?
It
Have
has.
we talked about
Long
it?
time ago.
Yeah. Okay.
Long time
Yeah.
ago.
And
Yes.
she comes in and goes crazy.
I go crazy.
And I'm not shocked by this.
No, I'm sure
No.
you're
Where
not.
is this like pick on Jennifer day? Where is my brother when I need him? Because he totally
would
knows.
be picking on you just as much.
Yeah, but he would totally get the reference when I'd be like, "Is this pick on Jennifer day?"
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway, everything is fine. I love you.
Why does that sound like an
But I love you
anyway? Okay. Would you acknowledge that Adam and I take good care of you?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. Good.
Okay.
Take care of each other.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to switch gears here. We're going to go from one side of the sandwich to the other side of the sandwich, because sitting here at the table with us right now is Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, I am paying my tax of staying here by being on the podcast again.
Oh,
Again, really, I think for the 3rd time.
second or
I
third?
Second
think it's
time.
3rd.
Second.
No?
No,
It's
I
second?
think it's second.
Okay, 3rd. Okay, whatever. Second or
Second.
3rd. Okay.
Second. We said second. You keep saying third.
Okay, second. Second. Okay, so you're staying with us too. You had a choice.
I did have a choice, but I live in a very old building, and I was worried the heat was going to go out.
Yeah, I understand that. So you're these days, we've bragged about you before that you are a registered nurse. What are you up to these days?
I don't remember what I was doing last time I was on here, but I think I've switched jobs since the last time. Okay, so I am doing pediatric home health, so I work with medically complex children and provide services to them during the day, like basically whatever they might need. So I'm sort of like a medical nanny.
So let me ask you this. So
That's a good term. I hadn't really heard that before, but that's good. And, there's a need for that for sure.
let me ask you this. So your mother and father are both caregivers. Is that why you're a caregiver now?
I didn't really think about that. Not really.
She's rolling her eyes.
I figured the answer would be a very quick no.
Yeah, I thought so too. Actually, yes, you were much kinder with that response.
You were really much kinder than I expected.
Thought you were going to be like totally sarcastic about that.
You said that I don't like taking care of old people.
I don't like taking care of
Yeah,
old people.
so I don't know if anyone could hear that because Gagi does not have control of the microphone
not have a
anymore.
microphone.
But she said to Hannah that, Hannah has said before she doesn't like taking care of old people, which is true.
Yeah, that's not really my style. Everybody's like, it must be so hard to work with sick children, but like the old people are worse. Like they're mean to you. Like if a child is mean to you, you can just be like, okay, go to bed. But if a old person is mean to you, like that doesn't work.
I mean, the old people are never mean to you, right? Yeah, Gagi's looking at me blankly.
Right.
So, Hannah, you're here in the house with your parents and also your grandmother, who, by the way, you're an amazing granddaughter who talks to her grandmother just about every day. You
Multiple times a day.
Gagi almost every day. A lot of FaceTiming with Gagi, who mostly has the camera pointed at the ceiling.
Oh, but
you
then
don't always see her face.
She gets mad at me for eating. Like, I can't see her, and she's like, why are you eating?
Oh, for the record, you do that with us on the phone, too.
You do FaceTime a lot while you are also eating dinner, and
I'm
we
hungry.
all are subject to you watching you eat your macaroni and cheese while we're trying to talk to you. But, so, how's it been the last 24 hours being here?
It's been fine. Like, I'm glad to be able to spend time with everybody. You know, she initially told me before this storm, she's like, well, if you need food or anything, if your power goes out, you can come to my house. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, you're probably going to be at my parents' house, which I don't think she knew at the time.
Yeah, I think you broke that news to her.
I did
don't
not.
think she'd heard that yet.
I did not.
Oh, okay.
No, I told you that, and you said, don't tell her, but she'll be here.
Oh, yeah. Fair point. So,
But yeah, it's been good.
but Gagi is always a grandmother, and she was very worried about you today. Let's talk about why she was very worried about you today.
I
Hannah.
was reading in the bathtub because I don't have a bathtub, and like I like to take full advantage of their like jacuzzi, whatever. And apparently, she's repeatedly asking my mother if I had drowned.
She was a little
had not
concerned about
drowned.
whether or not, and she finally said, should we go check on Hannah? Now, in fairness to Gagi, you were in the bathtub for like, Steve, how long?
Oh,
like
at
2
least 2
hours?
hours.
Sometimes that's the only time I can get some peace and quiet.
Listen, fair point.
please.
Oh, no, it's a fair point.
Okay.
It's a fair point. Listen, as someone who likes to take a bath and read a book, I totally
Nobody can
get
bother
it,
you
but-
because you're naked.
Right.
Okay. And on that note,
And on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap up this episode. It's been a little self-indulgent, and we apologize for that. We hope you enjoyed it anyway.
yeah, it was a little snow day episode.
It's a snow day
We had
episode.
nothing else to do. We had a few beverages and
Yep.
dragged Gagi and Hannah. Well, Daddy and I did. Dragged Gagi and Hannah to the dining room table to participate with us.
Yes, just do silly things with microphones. So thanks to everybody for listening, making it through this. I hope you made it all the way to this point. Please send us your how's your moms, your how's your dads, your how's your whoever you're taking care of. You can email us at caregivinggenxstyle@gmail.com. You can send a text or a voicemail at 804-723-1221.
Gagi just said, "How's your Hannah?"
How's your Hannah?
Apparently, we need to
Exactly.
start
Can I,
asking her, "How's your Gagi?"
Can I
Yes.
plug my Instagram?
You may, of course, plug your
yeah,
Instagram.
go for it,
ahead.
Hannah.
In exchange for being on the podcast, I'm usually allowed to plug my Instagram. It is Hannah with an H at the end, bracelets _ on Instagram. And it's Hannah's Handmade Bracelets. I will be at Big Game Market in Richmond on February 8th from 1 to 5 if you would like to come see me.
Okay.
That is a small business owner. If
That
I
was
ever.
one heck of a plug.
That was
I
awesome.
really appreciate that.
That was awesome. Perfect, Hannah.
So you can also find us on Twitter, the handle at Gen X Caregiving. We're also on Facebook. That's where we post the most. As I always say, go there by going to the show notes for the episode. Click on the link. It'll take you right there. We hope to hear from you soon. Have a great day.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.